Hey guys, so I'm looking a little bit crazy because I didn't finish my makeup yet. Like, we are nowhere near as done, guys. I have my eyes primed because we are going to test out and do a first impressions on the new Huda Beauty Mauve Obsessions palettes. Now, she came out with, I believe, 4 of these palettes, and they all have different like color stories. This one is the Mauve Obsessions, so it's supposed to be a little bit more of mauve tone shades. She has like a more warm one, a more cool one, and then a colorful one. And these palettes are really cool because they're kind of like travel size palettes. They're super small, literally like baby size palettes. They fit in the palm of my hand. Let me compare it actually to like the Modern Renaissance palette. It's only like not even half the size of the Modern Renaissance palette, but I did watch a video that the actual shadow sizes are the same size, standard size, as the shadows that are in her bigger palette. So the shadows are the same size, even though the palettes are a little bit more compact. And in this palette you get 9 different shades for, I believe this palette was $27. So I mean, it's still a high-end palette, so it's a little bit more pricey, but I feel like that's pretty standard for the size of the palette and everything. And also you do get a nice size, like full-size mirror inside that palette as well. So when you open it up, this is what the Mauve Obsessions palette looks like. It's super, super pretty. I literally have not even touched these, have swatched them. This is gonna be a very true first impressions. But my first initial impressions upon like looking at the palette, I feel like it might be like a really good bridal kind of palette. Like, I like these tones. They look like very nice bridal kind of tones. So like this could be like a nice like little wedding day palette if you want like, I don't know, like a really cute like memorial of your wedding day makeup. This would be cute to like do your makeup with. That's like the first thing I thought of when I looked at this, probably because I do a ton of bridal makeup. Alright, so let's jump into this eye look. I have no idea what I'm going to do yet. We're kind of just going to go play it by ear. But I am noticing like immediately there's no brow bone highlight except for like a matte brow bone highlight. This would be nice like on the lid if you're doing like a matte look too. But I want like a brow bone highlight for whatever look I'm doing today. So I'm just going to grab this Wet n Wild Mega Glow highlighting powder. Okay, so I'm going to start by taking this middle, like medium taupey brown shade, and I'm going to pop that into the crease. Since I don't know this palette, I'm going to put setting powder underneath my eyes just in case there is any fallout with the shadows, because I already did my concealer and I don't feel like having to redo it. So I'm just going to take some Too Faced Born This Way setting powder, and I'm just going to put some powder under my eyes. So I'm also going to take that same shade on a little shader brush, and I'm just going to run that on my lower lash line as well. And I'm going to take a little bit more and build up that color, the same color. And I'm going to switch brushes to an E25 blending brush. Actually, ooh, now we're getting a little bit of fallout. With the, actually it's a 217 MAC brush, but it's like the same thing, Sigma E25. I use both, so I get them confused. They look the same. But with a little bit more of a denser brush, I am having a little bit of fallout here. Now I want to take this bone colored shade and a little shader brush, and I'm going to pack this on the lid. Now I'm going to wet that same brush with a little setting spray, and I'm going to dip into this metallic-y shade. Pack that on the outer third. This shade is like staying put where I put it. It's like not wanting to blend out very well. I did get a little crumbly fallout as well. I'm actually going to take the same brush, but it's a different brush, but it's going to be dry. I'm going to dip into the same shadow and try and use it dry to blend it, like blend the outer edges a little bit. Just to see if that works any better. I guess it's kind of helping. Not very much though. I feel like we're starting to look a little messy here, because now we're starting to go into a direction that I didn't really want to go with this, but it's okay. So I'm going to take this shade right here with my finger, because maybe it will work a little bit better with my finger, and I'm going to pick that up, and I'm going to pack this right here over that. See, now that color is really pretty. Maybe these are just best applied with your finger, but like, I don't know, if I want to use a brush, like I should be able to use a brush at least wet, you know? Because if you're doing like a little bit more of a detailed look, see, now this is kind of just like, I don't know, this is looking weird. Alright, I don't want to give up. I'm going to darken up the outer edge here. with same 217 brush, and I'm going to take this top shade up here. I want to darken up the outer corner. Honestly, I gotta be real with you guys, I am not loving this right now. It's looking a little bit messy and all over the place, so I want to give it the benefit of the doubt. It's the first time I'm trying the palette. I'm going to go ahead and just start all over on this eye and try and do a different look. See what happens, see if anything goes differently. I'm going to switch it up. I'm going to start by taking this shade here because I haven't used this one yet. And I'm going to work this into the outer edge, into the crease as well. Now I'm going to take this shade, bottom corner. These shadows to me just seem a little bit dry, like almost powdery. I feel like that's kind of just like blending, not staying where I want it, and kind of just blending all into each other. I'm going to take this middle shade with my finger, and I'm just going to pack this all over the lid. I just want to see what happens. Yeah, see what I'm saying? I'm going, like, I have a good amount of product on my hand, like a good amount. And I'm pushing it, and it's kind of just getting patchy. I'm getting fallout. It's not staying in place. I hate to say it, guys, but like so far I'm pretty disappointed. And I hate to like put down a product like this, but it's kind of just like showing for itself, and I can't really make this one work right now. I'm just really getting kind of frustrated with it because these shadows should be easy to work with. Like, they are kind of everyday kind of colors, and it's just looking like a hot mess right now. It just does not go on very smooth. It feels very dry and crumbly. I'm getting tons of fallout, which the fallout to me really isn't the biggest problem because lots of palettes, lots of pigmented palettes have fallout, and it's fine. I just usually do my eyes first anyway, but like this is pretty excessive, and for the shadows to not even be performing great, it's kind of just being a big dud right now. Oh my god. Okay, you know what? At this point, I'm extremely frustrated, and I hope it seems like I didn't try and make this palette work, because I really love the colors in this palette. Like, I really wanted this to work. I wanted to use this as like an everyday type of palette, and it's honestly looking really, really bad, like to the point where I'm so frustrated I don't even want to use the palette anymore. So this is actually the first Huda Beauty eyeshadow palette I have tried. I haven't tried any of her other palettes. I have heard that this palette was made in China, whereas opposed to her bigger palettes and some of her other palettes were made in Italy, so maybe that has something to do with it. Maybe the quality was cheapened down a little bit for these Obsession palettes. I've seen so many looks with her bigger palettes, like beautiful looks, and they look amazing. I haven't tried them personally, but I do not think they perform like this, because I've seen people use them and they look really good. But this is looking honestly really, really bad, and I don't want to keep using it. Like, this kind of just ruined my makeup look, and I gotta start all over and go do something else. So I'm really, really sorry, guys, but I have to be honest. You know, I'm always gonna give my honest opinion and tell you if I like a product. If I don't, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Like, you guys saw what happened here. I really did try to work with it. I even cut a bunch of clips out of this video, really trying to work with the product and get it to work, and I'm just not loving it. I'm really, really sorry, but maybe it's just this palette, the mauve one. Maybe the other ones are better. I don't know. I really don't know, but I guess I have to stop my review here, and it is what it is. I hope you guys still enjoyed this video and enjoyed my review and my thoughts about it. If you did, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe before you leave, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!